Prime Minister Christopher Luxon held his post-cabinet press conference this afternoon as Australia reels from the terrorist attack on Sydney. 16 people died, including a shooter, when a father and son opened fire at a Jewish holiday celebration at Sydney's Bondi Beach. Speaking to NZ Media this afternoon, Luxon said the attack at Bondi Beach appears to have been an act of anti-Semitism in all its ugliness and cruelty. "I join every world leader in utterly condemning the perpetrators and those who encouraged, supported or fostered them. Australia and New Zealand are closer than friends, we are family, and when something like this happens to our family, we feel it all deeply." He said Hanukkah should be a time of peace and joy, not pain and grief. "We stand in solidarity with the people of the Jewish faith in Australia, New Zealand and all around the world. Terrorism and hate have no place in our societies. Violence of any kind is unacceptable, whether it is targeted at people of Jewish or any other faith. We all need to call out intolerance where we see it. There is room in this world for everyone to live side by side at peace." Luxon said police have been working with Jewish communities in the country, and there will be additional police presence, including additional patrols at sites of significant Jewish worship around New Zealand. The terrorism threat level around New Zealand remains the same, which is that a terrorist attack is a realistic possibility. The threat level is continually assessed, as you know, and can change at any time. He said people will be feeling shaken and concerned by what had happened, so let's all continue to look after each other, especially our Australian and Jewish friends at this time. He said he will be meeting with members of the Jewish community shortly, but it will be a private meeting and he will not share details. "I really want to express my solidarity with the Jewish people, and I want to be able to do that privately." He said he would definitely consider attending the memorial for the victims, depending on timings. "We are doing everything we can." Luxon said each country had different dynamics for the threats within it, and the NZ government was doing three things: more police support for Jewish communities, following on from the 2019 attack in New Zealand, more protection for key places of worship across the country, and ensuring constructive dialogues with Jewish communities, the Jewish Council, and interfaith groups. "We are doing everything we can. I just want to reassure the Jewish people here in New Zealand, and I want them to feel safe, and so, frankly, that's why I want to meet with them today." Luxon said he lived in Sydney for 5 years, and he was shocked and appalled something like this could happen in a place where so much fun usually took place. "Watching those images in the early hours of this morning, it was really sickening, and your thoughts immediately go to the families of loved ones who lost someone yesterday. You think about the people who are fighting for their lives in hospital right now. There were incredible stories of first responders, but also incredible stories of just people in the local community coming down onto the beach and helping where they could." He said he had not seen instances of intolerance in New Zealand. His message was more a reminder for people to watch their rhetoric and the messages they may consciously or unconsciously sending. He said it will be a subject for the Australian investigation as to which firearms were used, but the government was clear from day one in the firearms reforms it was about enhancing public safety, not diminishing it. "That's been very much the lens by which we have talked about it through. That's why you haven't seen any change to military-style rifles, for example." He has been clear that the gun register will be continuing. "The heightened police presence will continue for as long as worshippers wish," he said. Luxon refused to speak about intelligence processes and did not highlight any particular policy changes as a result of the attack. "It's really about making sure the community feels really supported, and they do." He said New Zealand's multicultural society is a huge source of great social power and something that should be celebrated. Earlier on Monday, Luxon said he had contacted Australian Prime Minister Albanese to offer support and condolences after the attack. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade says it is not aware of any New Zealanders involved in the fatal shooting. In a statement, ACT Party leader David Seymour said so many Kiwis had been to Bondi in Sydney, it could almost be part of our own country. Perhaps that's why the senseless and tragic violence across the ditch has hit so hard for communities in New Zealand. Our thoughts are with the victims of those shootings, their families and loved ones, and all those who had to scatter from a peaceful afternoon at the beach because of this senseless violence. Our thoughts are also with Jewish communities around the world, because perhaps another reason that it hits hard at home in Auckland and up and down New Zealand is that we too have seen the kind of anti-Semitic jeering that seems to be a precursor and a lead-up to this tragic and senseless violence.